The Carolina Panthers drafted Trevin Wallace with a third-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, and I'm not gonna lie, he's very intriguing. When we first drafted him, there was a lot of question marks. I personally had, like when we drafted him, because there's a lot of players that I wanted to take around him, like TJ Tampa, Cam Hart. Like there was a lot of corners that I wanted around that pick that I preferred, and Trevin Wallace was not on my board at all, who I wanted personally in that third-round area. But man, as I watched, tape throughout the offseason, and I just watched a bunch of Trevin Wallace highlights, man, he's grown on me. I love him. He has everything that, he has everything that we don't have right now in the linebacker room, which is, elite speed, all that. So the overview of Trevor Wallace is actually pretty good. But before we get into it, of course, we're going to get film breakdown. Of course, we're going to break down a couple plays like we did with the Davion Sanders one. So if you have not checked that one out, go check it out. I dropped it about a week and a half ago. Very good video. It's going to be like this one where I just break down, just a couple plays of Trevor Wallace and just, go over everything that I see about him. But before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I'm going to be dropping Panthers content for the rest of the offseason as we head into training camp and into the regular season in about 2 months. And I'm going to be dropping a lot of videos this next week and a half before training camp. It's going to be every room breakdown. So basically, I'm going to the receivers, the O-line, the D-line, the corners, the secondary, the safeties, all that, the linebackers. I'm getting through every position on the Panthers, kind of just breaking them down before training camp to try to get that. And then training camp, we get that feel. We talk about training camp, and then we get preseason, and then the season starts. So just make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be giving good content around that as well. And I'm just trying to grow. So if you got any tips for me, just put them down in the comments just to get better. If it's anything you want to see, any videos, suggestions, go ahead and put that down as well, because I'm open to anything. But here we go. Trevin Wallace. We drafted him, third-round pick in this year's draft, 2024. And again, like I said, when we first drafted him, there was a lot of question marks, in my opinion. Like, just coming out of Kentucky, I didn't know a lot about him. Like, when we first drafted him, it felt like a reach, right? I wanted TJ Tampa, Cam Hart. There were a lot of players around that pick that I wanted over. Trevor Wallace wasn't even top 10 at that moment. That's why I overreacted. But as I turned the tape on and as I watched Trevin Wallace highlights and just Trevin Wallace tape throughout the offseason, I'm telling you right now, he's grown on me. I love him as a pick. Love him as a linebacker. He has everything that we don't have. Again, elite speed, just the ability to pass the rusher at the middle linebacker position. He doesn't play on the outside. He plays middle linebacker like Shaq and Josie Jewell, but he brings what Shaq does not bring, and he brings more of what Josie Jewell can bring, but better. Elite speed, the ability to get to the quarterback, and these clips are going to show y'all that ability as well. I'm telling you, he grew me so quickly. Like, as soon as we drafted him, I was like, I don't like that pick. It felt like a reach. But as I watched tape, this man has elite speed. I feel like he's one of the fastest players in the draft on defense for sure. And you drafted him, and not only that, breaking down the linebacker position on the Panthers, he brings what Shaq and Joseph Jewell don't necessarily bring as a strength, which is speed, the ability to the quarterback. Joseph Jewell can do that somewhat, but Trevor Wallace can really do that. Like, coming in, he can make an impact. He's going to be the third middle linebacker on this team, because we don't have a lot of middle linebackers besides Shaq and Josie. So if someone gets injured, he's going to be that second middle linebacker, and he's going to be able to bring in, I think, make an impact, be able to hit gaps, get at their quarterback with that speed. So yeah, just the overview is he has really good speed. He brings what we don't really have right now. And this linebacker room is really complementary, and he's really what we need. So let's kind of go over first play. Here we have the first play against Missouri. Of course, as you can see, he's lined up right there. Right, as soon as they snap the ball, this man gets off his feet going. He's gonna kind of hit the outside, kind of hit the right tackle position, kind of go to the outside. But his ability to read where to hit the holes, where to hit the gaps, where to hit the outside, every single play is what is outstanding. And as soon as he sees it, he goes right through it. His speed's outstanding. So as you can see, just as soon as he snaps the ball, you see him right here with a circle over him. As soon as he snaps the ball, he's ready to go. So snap the ball. Of course, you go out, look at that, right on the hip of the right tackle. Can't see him. He just uses speed to get to the outside. And as soon as that happens, the quarterback goes down. In a blink of an eye, he's just nowhere, like literally in a blink of an eye, the quarterback goes down. This is what we're gonna get from Trevin Wallace year one. We're not gonna get the run stop. Like now, there is a lot of plays in his highlights where he's able to stop the run, but that I want to say that's a strength for him. I would say his strength is getting after the quarterback, hitting gaps with his speed, and just getting sacks. And listen, we can use that on like third downs, third and longs. If you want to run a blitz, if Ejiro Rivera wants to like run a linebacker blitz, like because coaches like they like to run blitzes. You have a linebacker for that now. You have a sole linebacker who has speed now. When Shaq and Josie Jewell, you're not going to use them to blitz all the time, especially Shaq. You're only going to use Josie Jewell at some moments to blitz. But now you have a really good toolsy linebacker, middle linebacker, who's going to be able to get after the quarterback at his rate. So this first play really just shows a lot. Again, it just his ability to just, as soon as he snaps the ball, get off his feet, hit the outside corner of the right tackle, and in a blink of an eye, it's a sack. So again, that right there just shows exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about his speed and his ability to get after the quarterback, hit the right gaps, find the right corners and hit it, find the right gap, hit it with speed. So again, that's I think the biggest strength. And guess what? I didn't know anything about this dude, so I overreacted. But watching film, he brings so much. Like he as a rookie, like he is so good. Like he's one of my favorite picks this year. Like going from my least favorite to probably the top 3 favorite pick. Probably top 4. It'd probably be him, Xavier. So the top 4 picks are what we picked. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited about this pick. I think he could work out, right? But we're gonna have to see. All right, play 2 against Akron. So you can see him lining up, middle linebacker. He's just sitting still with his little shoulder pads on. Watch this. Again, snap the ball. As soon as he got off his feet, you can see just his speed. Like he don't have to try to be fast. He's just naturally really fast, right? So again, before he snap the ball, or as soon as he snap the football, bang. Okay, and look at him. He's going downhill, and you can see Kentucky did a lot of blitzing because they knew that was his strength, is to blitz, and he was a top 3 player on that Kentucky defense last year, for sure. Probably the best Kentucky defender last season, but you can see as soon as Kentucky did a lot of blitzing with them, while the other middle linebacker you see is playing kind of zone, staying back. But a lot of the film on here is him blitzing, right? So he's going to need to get better zone coverage, stopping the run. But you, as a rookie, if you can just bring in what you don't have right away, a player that's just going to be able to do what he can do, you can work with that and then just get better and develop them, because that's the goal with 3rd round picks, 4th round picks, and more. Is you want to develop them, bring in players that can help you now, but maybe don't have everything like a 1st round pick does, but you can develop later on. So as you can see, he reads what the gap is, right? Running back picks him up perfectly, but again, what he has is strength and speed. What a lot of defenders in the draft don't, right? He has the speed and he has the strength. Just pushes the running back and gets another sack. And I'm going to tell you right now, he's elite at getting sacks. Elite. And listen, if we can literally put him out there a couple plays every game and just say, it's 3rd and 10, we want to blitz here, use your speed and hit the gaps. Literally, Ejiro Rivera can do that because that's how talented he is at doing that, right? Again, we're not going to ask him to go out there every play and stop the run, fill the gap, play zone. We're just going to need him a couple plays probably. I think we can use him too. Like, that's the thing about it is Trevin Wallace, he's going to be able to bring stuff that we don't have on the team currently. Speed and just being able to sack the quarterback. So we can use him as a rookie, right? Will we need to? Technically, no. But I think if we want to, like in a 3rd and 10, 2nd and 5, and we want to, this is the play I want to blitz, do it. Just put him out there because he's super talented enough to do it. So, I fully believe that, again, this play just shows that ability. So, this last one's also against Missouri. Okay, so he basically just shoots the gap right away. And then this is insane. And this right here is a run-stopping one, right? Which, again, there's not a lot of him doing, but this is an example. Snap the ball. Watch him hit the gap. He's exactly the middle linebacker on this play. Exactly the middle. It's hard to get it because he just goes so fast. Like, I had to stop it and, like, fit the perfect spot to actually see him. Because you start it in a second, he's having a TFL on the running back. See him in the middle. Watch the way his ability to just... I'm going to slow this down for me so I can see. But watch his ability to find the gap he wants to go in. Boom. And just, man, that's elite. That's elite. And listen, again, he doesn't... What he's going to be able to bring is, again, sacks, speed. And he's going to be able to bring stopping the run on blitzes. His zone coverage, there's not a lot of tape on that. Like his ability to like be a Shaq Thompson and kind of wait, like that's your guy, wait until the right time. What he's going to be able to do is just get blitzes. Stop the run on a run play, but he doesn't have a assignment. It's just he's blitzing to sack the quarterback or stop the run. So he knows his assignment. A player like Shaq Thompson is more developed where, what he's going to be able to do is his player might be a running back, but he's not blitzing. So he has to kind of wait the right time and hit it, which what Shaq can do. He can't do that yet, right? He doesn't have the zone coverage ability. He doesn't have the one-on-one ability. He has the blitz ability, which what we don't have on the team right now, which is, right, of course, Shaq and stuff, like when you're that big, you can be able to get away with it and, make plays like that at times, which what Shaq can do. But again, with this film, as I broke it down, it's just, this video didn't have to be a lot. Like, just put on these three plays are enough to just get you excited about the future of Trevin Wallace. Because listen, I wasn't, and a lot of Panthers fans weren't either. A lot of Panthers fans honestly might have had him like on the bottom list of our drafts, like our draft picks. Like they might have been like, no, he's not that great. But listen, I'm really excited about him. I'm telling you, just watch the film. Even this season, it's making me excited because, again, he brings what we don't necessarily have a lot of, which is that speed. So, yeah, I hope that this video kind of broke down everything, why I'm excited about Trevin Wallace and why you should be too. Not this season, but the future as well under this new regime with Dave Canales. But, again, if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and also make sure you go check out that Jadavion Sanders one because it's similar to this. Just broke down 3 plays. Just broke it down, gave an overview, all that, and just broke down 3 plays, why you should be excited, all that. And yeah. But again, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because I'm going to be dropping great Panthers content for the rest of the offseason until training camp, really. And then training camp to the preseason will be just training camp content, talking about what's going on in training camp up until we hit preseason. But this next week and a half, 2 weeks are going to be filled with, I'm going to be dropping content every 3 days pretty much. So make sure you subscribe. I'm telling you right now, please make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be giving out content. And just if you have any tips below, just make sure you comment. Because I'm trying to get better every day, each and every day. So if you guys enjoy the video, just make sure you like it and just go check out my other ones because I posted around 4 of the videos before this one. So, and more are going to be coming out, promise. So